Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex here. It's been a while since I've been on the channel, and I apologize for that. It's been a lot of gaps in here in between because I've had a lot of work. So, I'm trying to hop back on this. And as you saw right now, you just saw me unbox my new monitor, which is an LG UltraGear 45-inch. This is the 5K 2K version that costs about $19.99 US. It is a monitor that supports 165 Hz up to 330 Hz as well. So that's perfect for a PC gaming if that's something that you're into. I'm not so much of a PC gamer. I know some of you guys are gonna laugh about it, but I'm more of a PS5 guy. So, and that's just how it's always been for me. So I'm not too worried about, maxing out the hertz and refresh rates on it. And I know more of you guys are gonna laugh about it, saying that why did I get a gaming monitor if you're not even gonna game the right way? To each their own, guys. Let's not get into that. Let me tell you one thing. This isn't being sponsored by LG at all, but LG, if you're watching, holla at your boy. Honestly, guys, my first impressions on this monitor, and haven't been using it for a couple of days now, I'd say it's a really great monitor. It's a really great investment. So when I bought this with my own money, I was like, let's just test drive it. We have a return window, and I've been test driving it for a couple of days already, and I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do now. I had two 27-inch monitors on my 42-inch tabletop here, and the 45-inch is surprisingly good. It's really tall, so it's not shrunk in like the CX9 from the Odyssey Samsung one. And no hate on that if you got it, because I looked at it too, and I was about to buy that one, but I just felt like it was too much real estate for me. It was just too long, and I didn't want to be like looking left and right just to look at what I'm trying to see, Another thing that I really like about this is I wanted to use it more for productivity rather than gaming, because during wedding season I don't really game a lot. And yes, I'm sure you guys are probably judging me for saying that, but it's just what I've been wanting to do for a while. I do game from time to time when, there's slow moments in my year, or I'm not being a dad, anything like that. The best piece that I like about this monitor is being able to go into dual mode. Yes, I do have a Apple Studio display behind me, but I also want to be able to use my Mac Studio on this new LG monitor. That way I can, while I'm waiting for something to export for a long time, like raw footage for wedding days, for wedding clients, I can game. Really, I can game on the side while I'm doing that, or look at other things in the meantime, because I'm able to split my window. But another cool part about the monitor is that there is picture-in-picture, if you weren't aware of that. What that means is that you have a big old real estate screen, and then you have a little one on the side or in the corner. And that's the cool thing. With this monitor, you can actually set up where you want that PIP to be, where you can do it in the bottom left, bottom right, whatever corner you want of the screen. And you can even change the size of the picture-in-picture, which is another cherry on top of everything that they're giving you. I really enjoying that piece of it, because I'm able to just kind of like put the Mac Studio display at the very bottom and then not have to worry about it for a while. And I can just monitor how the export is coming along, or the import, really. So that's another big time bonus. Let me talk to you a little bit about displays here. They sent me in HDMI cable, USB-C cable, which allows you to power your laptop and or MacBook Pro if you have one, or MacBook Air, whatever the case may be. And it also has a 2.1 DisplayPort cable for you, for all those PC gamers out there. They're covering you, so just know that. My experience, does it wrap around my head, as like as they say? It doesn't really wrap around your head. It more like wraps around your field of view. And I'm pretty sure that's probably mentioned somewhere else, and you've probably seen that somewhere else. To say that this is my first time owning a gaming monitor, which is like bonkers to me. I never thought I'd ever have one, but here I am. And I'm not minding it one bit. The refresh rate on this bad boy is really good. The picture quality is really good. The contrast on it is superb. A lot of people I saw in reviews saying that they were complaining about the brightness and the matte finish. Honestly, you don't really see it, to be honest with you. You don't really notice it, and the glare on it is nowhere near noticeable either. So if you're looking for something like this and you have like a window to your side or something, or behind you, you're not going to notice the bounce on of light anywhere, really, because it kind of just absorbs it. From what I'm seeing, the monitor doesn't have a glossy finish like the studio display over here. It's more of a matte, like a matte-ish feel to it, and I like it. The colors are true to color, but obviously you can modify them to however you want. This is probably going to be one of the weirdest things I'm going to say. So I was very fond of the monitor, like as soon as I opened it, and you know, been using it now. And there was one thing that really bugged me, and like it didn't bug me at like
peak brightness.
Experience wise, it did bug me. Let me show you.
It doesn't let me do anything. Contrast, sharpness, gamma, color temp.
So like as you click through the monitor, or as you click through your options here, you hear like this beeping sound, and it kind of like annoys the crap out of your ears. I'm sure like if you have this monitor, you probably experienced this, and like the further you go into the menu, the more that noise gets. Like it feels like someone's just scratching a chalkboard, you know? It's one of those kind of feelings, but it's just noise, and it kind of does hurt your ears. I kind of feel for dogs now after hearing that beep. So what I did is I did some research on it, and you know, try to figure out how to disable it. So you have to kind of like reset the settings that it comes with already. I know it's kind of weird, but then it gives you an option to go over to buzzer and then hit turn off. Once you go there, then you don't have to hear that sound anymore. And trust me when I'm telling you, if and when you get one of these bad boys, that's gonna be the one thing you're gonna want to turn off immediately, because it's gonna bug your ears real bad. Now that we're on the topic of sound, there is one thing. This LG monitor does have built-in speakers. Now, they're not the best, but they do. I mean, I think I had it up to 50 the other day, like 50%, and it was like, it was rancid. You don't want to do that. Just go back down to 30. I think you'll be safe right there. Besides, you're gonna be pretty far back enough to where you won't really hear it. It'll be just fine right there. Is what I'm trying to tell you. But you know, you can always just opt out and put on headphones like everybody else does, and that goes away. So that's always a bonus right there as well. Playing the PS5 on this monitor is really, really good. Actually, I feel like PS5 and this monitor were like a match made in heaven, along with like my CX OLED TV back over there, which is also LG. They pair up pretty similarly, to be honest with you, and that TV is probably like 2-3 years old already. So I mean, I don't know, probably a little bit more, but you know, in comparison, they actually stack up pretty well to each other, to be honest with you guys. So you're probably wondering, now that I'm mentioning that, like, why do I have both, right? Well, again, I want something bigger for productivity service or moments and experience, and I figured, you know, I can probably just move my PS5 right over here now, since I don't have to be over there. Sometimes when I'm working on my editing over there, I turn on the TV, watch a show, do what I want to do, maybe The Office or something, or Psych. That's a good one. LG, you guys really did knock it out the park with this one. I honestly don't have any complaints, but for, you know, like other people that are out there and watching this video for the first time, keep in mind of that beeping noise as soon as you turn it on and you start shuffling through the menu. Be that the first thing that you turn off. You're gonna understand once you open up the box and you set it up and everything, because it is really, really annoying. And once you get one, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, I want you to know one thing. I chose to keep this monitor on this actual original base only because it is pretty heavy monitor, and you know, arm mounts are suitable for one person, especially like if you have like a 27-inch. You can do an arm mount easily, but a 45-inch that costs almost $2,000, that's something that you're not gonna want to test, right? So maybe later down the road, when one of my brother-in-laws comes over, I'll probably be like, hey, can you help me out, and we can set it up. But for now, I do like the fact that, you know, it's sitting on its base. It's kind of wobbly, to be honest with you. On the wobble piece, like as soon as I shake the desk a little bit, the base of the stand, I don't know what the problem is there, but it does kind of like wobble pretty heavily, to be honest with you. I don't think it's that I placed the thing on wrong, because I'm pretty sure I didn't. Just something for you guys to note, something for you guys to be aware of when you place it on a monitor that's not, or a desk that's not leveled. And my desk is pretty leveled and pretty sturdy, so, and it's not like I'm gonna bump into it, so I don't really care. And one thing that I did love, and I didn't expect it, I guess. Like when I was when I put the plate on the monitor, I thought it was gonna be just at one height, right? And I don't know why, it just wasn't clicking for me. So then I realized that you can actually move it up and down, and let me tell you, that was golden. I was really appreciative about that, because now I don't have to sit up here or sit down here and like look up, and my neck will start eventually hurting on this. So that was pretty sweet. Being able to tilt it up and down as well, that was another bonus. So for all your gamers out there, if you have a 27 to 32 inch monitor, and that's plenty enough. But for those out there that are looking for a little bit more real estate with their monitors, some of you guys like me that we're videographers, we're filmmakers as well, and we edit our own work. This would be something good. You have a lot of real estate to work with, and your timeline is just bonkers. You're not gonna miss anything. You can zoom out just a little bit more and be able to see pretty much the whole freaking video. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And then I haven't really color calibrated this monitor to match my Apple Studio display, because honestly, all of my users and clients, they all have iPhones, so I'd rather just color grade over there with the Studio display and not have to second guess my work. Because once I export it from the Apple Studio display, Mac Studio, I know what colors they're gonna get on my phone and on their phones. So that's something that I'm never going to change. Something for like social media, maybe editing over here, I'd probably just do it right here and not have to worry about the color correcting, I guess, on it, because it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe one day I'll sit down and calibrate it a little bit more to finesse it a little bit more. That way I can not have to worry about anything when I if I get lazy and I just want to export it from what it looks like, and not have to worry about matching too aggressively. But yeah, guys, if there is any questions you guys might have, go ahead and put them down in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Again, this is my first gaming monitor I've ever bought in my entire life. So if you have any tips, if you already have this monitor, if you have any tips for me, let me know in the comments below as well, please, because I would really appreciate that from you guys. But apart from that, guys, I appreciate all of you. If you can like or subscribe to this video, I'd really appreciate it. Go a long way for me. I'm trying to get to that 500 subs, hopefully by the end of the year or sooner, But anywho, if you have any questions for me or any comments, if you have any questions for me about the monitor, functionality, productivity, please leave it down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Talk to you guys soon.